Yo, what's going on? Boom, 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 boom. Chickadee chanker, lads and lasses. What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Happy Friday night, everyone, with a cheeky little stream for you. Oh, yes, we are back to run down the evening's transfer news and latest goings on at the football club. How are we all doing tonight, guys? Thank you very much for joining us and getting in here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome aboard to all the moderators, all the members, and everybody else who's in here as well tonight. Shout out to the mighty Hamada. What's going on, you bunch of legends? Let's see who's aboard the Bacon Express tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us and getting involved. We've got Batman Night Fan, Crazy Joe, Lucky Singh, Slurp King, Must Play. How you doing there, Travadinho? Jamza Highlights, Gattuso, Sean Hockridge. Oh yes, Hootman, indeed. Drop a like, guys, if you haven't already. That's right, smash the thumbs ups if you haven't done so. Give us a massive like spike this evening. That would be bloody awesome. Crazy Joe, get out, mate. Nobody cares about these Manchester City wank bags beating Burnley, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Do one. Apu, well, how you doing there? Lord PlayStation, fire up. Get in there, my son. Red Olsen, Must Play, Neil. Get in there, all you legends. Thank you so much for joining us and getting in here. Really appreciate you all. Jason Chapman, how goes it? Duke of Rodtown, Jonathan Borg, Roger, Deinser, Palmarius, Dean, Woody. So many legends getting in tonight. How are you all doing, guys? Thank you so much for each and every one of you for joining us. Tim, Ben Dorr, Gungshi, a legend. Let's be having you. Berber, an absolute don amongst men. Andrew Giggs, Neil Driscoll, DJ Taz. What's going on there? Hassan Tariq, Real Bro, Jamie. Everyone, thank you so much for getting in here. I appreciate you all getting there, you beautiful, beautiful bastards. Let's get stuck in then. But before we do get stuck in, do us a favour at the start of this show and smash that like button on this video. Burnley are just straight gash, aren't they? Let's be honest. Oh, that's awesome, Johnny. I'm glad you got your T-shirt, mate, and I'm glad you like it. Let's go, Johnny. That's awesome, mate. I'm pleased it turned up before the weekend. You legend. Get in there, my son. Come on. Travis says, watching with my girlfriend, Joe. But shout out to Travis's girlfriend, a.k.a. his left hand. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Welcome into Travis and his girlfriend. That's awesome, mate. Get in there, my son. Happy Friday night to you dudes. Everyone, Primot, what's going on? Thank you, everyone, for joining us, everybody. Come on, let's go. Yes, do us a favour at the start, as I say. Smash the like, smash the share around. You can go and retweet the Twitter link that's pinned to the top of the live chat. Give us a cheeky little retweet if you haven't done so. It's the one at the top in the live chat. Click that link. That will take you to my Twitter page. Give it a retweet. You know it makes sense. We'll shout you all out later on in the show. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're on here daily and nightly, giving you the latest news and updates. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. We're 13 subscribers. 13 subscribers away from 73,000 subscribers. So if you are new tonight, make sure you smash the old thumbs up and the old subscribe button. Oh, yes. Right, let's cover the latest news then, lads and lasses. Thanks for being patient for me to get going and stop rambling on at the start of this one. Let's get into it. So, once again, I want to just start off the show by taking a moment to laugh at Liverpool. Kloppy's in the shitter. Get in there, my son. How are you all doing? Let's hope that this continues along this path anyway. But obviously, as we said about Moyes' CAICEDO earlier on, the situation there was that Jurgen Kloppy's floppy jalopies wanted him. They'd agreed to basically sign him, and then CAICEDO had turned around and gone, actually, I've decided not to go and join those Scouse melts, and I would like to go to Chelsea instead. So, you know, liver floppers flopping all over the gaff in this current moment in the transfer window. It's bloody awesome. Yes, Langy lad. Get in there with your laughy face emojis for the Scousers. Oh, yeah, Liverpool's still shite. Here, mate, I've got a feeling Liverpool are going to finish in the fucking mid-table positions this year. Just got a feeling that that's going to be the case. I don't know. Are they going to really get back into top four after such a guff season that they had? They don't look all that, do they, these guys? They look like a bunch of melters. They haven't really bought well so far. Yeah, there you go. Get in there, my son. How you doing there, Jams of Highlights? Come on, exactly. Big up Chelsea. So the situation there is that Liverpool, understandably, wanting to say walk away from Moyes' CAICEDO situation at the moment in time. So Fab says, told that Liverpool are now considering to walk away from Moyes' CAICEDO deal. More to follow. This was this evening from Fab. Get in there, you beauties. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that's right. They do want to walk away. Preferably on their own. You know what I'm saying? Preferably alone. They'll walk away alone. Tell you what, that's Liverpool's mantra, isn't it? You'll never walk alone unless you get pied off by Moyes' CAICEDO, in which case you're pissing off back to Anfield with your tail between your legs on your own, mate. You're all alone. Get in there, my son. So, yeah, Liverpool in the shitter, guys. Just wanted to start that off by saying that's continuing. As we mentioned earlier on today, that Chelsea had basically turned the head of Moyes CAICEDO. Liverpool had an offer in the region of £110 million accepted, and it looked like he was going to Liverpool, and then CAICEDO's just decided, you know what, actually, I don't fancy going to the Scouse land. I don't fancy having to perhaps have my cuisine out of bins. I don't fancy having my car outside the training ground and coming out to it every single day and finding it up on bricks. That's what he's decided. So he's going to Chelsea, it looks like, in the end. But obviously at this moment they are doing the contact that's required to try and get this deal done, i.e. Chelsea, that is. So Fab says that he understands that Chelsea are now in contact with Brighton to discuss their new bid for Moyes CAICEDO. Talks are on. Liverpool prepared to walk away from the deal, brackets, alone. You know what I'm saying? Brackets, alone, guys. That's right. You will always walk alone, with no hope in your hearts when it comes to signing Moyes CAICEDO by the seams of it. So that's what I'm liking at this moment. That's the big news. It's nothing to do with Manchester United, obviously. We haven't even gone and tried to sign this guy. But it's just funny to see Liverpool getting so massively pied off and Chelsea looking like they're going to sign Moyes CAICEDO. And what does that say for Liverpool with where they're at as a club right now? They're in the shite. But they obviously have got money available to spend because they did have an initial big offer accepted. Fair play to Brighton. Brighton just get so much cash for their players, don't they? They really have turned into one of the sort of best run clubs in the Premier League, don't you think? Brighton. Take a bow, Brighton. Always getting big cash for their players these days. And producing great talents. They've got a real club there these days, don't they? Brighton and Hove Albion, everybody. Brighton and Hove Albion, everybody. They're doing decent stuff these days. But anyway, Moyes CAICEDO close to going to Chelsea, it seems like. Nobody wants to go and play for Liverpool in this window because Jurgen Klopp is an absolute floppy jalopy melter. Last season, he's obviously struggled. Looks like maybe he's on the downturn at Liverpool. It's not a very attractive place to go at this moment in time with how they've been struggling. And Europa League football on a Thursday night. Oh, yes. Thursday night guff. Destined for the scrap heap of Thursday night guff. That's what Liverpool are this season, mate. And nobody wants that. Who wants that? Nobody wants that. Hey, what's going on there, Rushmano? Get in there, you beauty. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. How are you tonight? Happy Friday. By the way, guys, over 200 legends in here. Keep smashing those likes on this video. Help us get to 200 likes on the stream tonight. Oh, yes. Set us up nicely for the weekend. It is the Premier League this weekend, guys. Obviously, it's kicked off with City, unfortunately, beating Burnley 3-0. We will be doing a preview of the Wolves game on Sunday, as well as Sunday night. We'll do that before the game on the Monday. So we'll keep you up to date with the latest team news and all that stuff going on throughout the show. Make sure you click the bell icon so you don't miss the notifications for that. And we'll cover all the transfer news over the weekend as well. Get in there, you beauties. Are we hijacking it, Primar? CAICEDO's United fans, says Rushman. I don't think we will. It's just too much cash, isn't it? Talking about in excess of £100 million to get CAICEDO in. To think we could have signed that guy for £5 million a few years back. You remember Rush Money? You remember when we were talking about it? When he was basically just some unknown lad. We were talking about him signing, maybe we could have gone and got him for £5 million. We just needed to take a little wee punt on him. Do you remember that? And now look at him. Now look at him. That's what we missed out on. A top-tier player who we could have gone and got for £5 million. Just goes to show you how gash our club has been run over the last few years, doesn't it? What a bunch of disgraceful melters. Yeah, you're right there, Tommy Boyle says, Brighton, fantastic ground too, sausage. Great place to go for an away day. Hey, I bet it is, to be fair, Tommy Boyle. What's all this sausage talk you keep saying to me, man? You know, I say you keep calling me sausage. I get it's probably a term of endearment, lad, and the name's Flying Pig, so you probably think there's some sort of, pork-related nickname there. You know what? But less of the sausage, mate. All right, less of the sausage. I'm only kidding, it's fine. I kind of like it. And the use of the word sausage, not the sausage. Anyway, right. Okay, so, yes. Last minute, yeah, Woodward pulled the deal last minute. Woodward's an absolute prat, isn't he? Goodness knows why he even had anything to do with Manchester United. Thankfully, he doesn't anymore. So, yes, that's a shame that we missed out on Moyes CAICEDO when we could have got him for basically nothing. And now look at him going for potentially 110 million. But the Scousers aren't getting him. So let's all laugh at the Scousers. Oh, yes. Right, let's cover the rest of the Manchester United news. Actually, let's cover the other guff news that's got nothing to do with Manchester United first. Then we'll get into the Manchester United news. So obviously, Harry Kane is very close to being a Bayern München player. He's out there munching on some bratwurst sausage as we speak. In fact, he's having a cheeky little HB lager or whatever, and he's eating a bratwurst and don't know, maybe having a bit of stroopwafel, or is that the Netherlands? He's having a bit of what's another German thing, guys? I don't know, I'm struggling here already, you know. He's having, what's that other pastry that they have? A bit of choux pastry? Yeah, he's having some choux pastry right now, guys, and he's chilling. And he's ready to conduct more of his medical tomorrow, it seems like. He's obviously over there. Frankfurter's a good one, fire up. Yep. So he's out there having some German food. Some Wiener Schnitzel. Yes, indeed, CZ Bam. You know how it goes, lad. Some Schnitzel. Yes, indeed, he's having some Schnitzel. He's having some choux pastry. He's having some stuff like that, guys, and he's loving it. But you know what he's not loving? He's not loving all this limelight, is he? You know, hello, my name's Harry Kane, and, you know, just want to play football, mate. Obviously, I have to leave Spurs so I can play some decent sort of football over in Germany and, like, win some trophies and that. But, you know, I don't really like going into the limelight and all that. You know, it's like causing me a bit of stress, to be honest. You know, just want to like get here and like play football and just get, you know, knuckle down and start learning the lingo and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Don't really want to like have a big fanfare and all that. Look at the state of this guy. He's terrified, mate. Here's a picture of Harry Kane rocking up for his medical in Germany with all the cameras blasting away, and he's fucking terrified. It looks like a fucking deer caught in the headlights, this twat. Look at him. He's like, God, what the fuck's going on, mate? Please, just get me into the building. He looked so nervous and scared. It was hilarious, guys. Yeah, because obviously my name's Harry Kane, and, you know, I don't want a big fanfare on it, like any fuss made of me. Just want to like go in, like, just, you know, get in there, do my medical, you know, pass my tests and all that, you know, sort of stuff. Reminds me of being 15 again, like studying for my GCSEs. Just want to get in there, get it out of the way. You know what I mean? That's what Harry Kane's all about, guys. He don't want to. Look at him. Look at him. He's terrified. Anyway, so I loved that. There was a little clip, a video clip of him, you know, rocking up for his medical, and he does look pretty scared. He's never really had to do this, has he, since he's been at Spurs his whole bloody career, pretty much. So he's just like, this is new to him, all this big fanfare and transfer malarkey and all that sort of stuff. So it's quite funny just watching how he's doing at the moment. But he has conducted his medical anyway there. And Florian Plettenberg says that Harry Kane's first part of his medical is done. And he's set to get... I'm not sure what number it is, actually. Is it the number 9 he's getting? I don't actually know. It's cut off in that tweet there, but, you know, whatever he says, he's set to get a certain number. So I'm guessing it's number 9, is it? Don't know. But either way, Harry Kane's first part of his medical is done there, and that will continue on. It looks like he is imminently joining Bayern München. Good luck to him, you know. Like I said earlier on, I do kind of think that he's wasting himself by going to the German league, because nobody cares about the German league. It's a boring old league where one team's going to win it. Yeah, he's going to fire them to the title and he will win trophies, but who cares? Doesn't really mean all that much, does it? So Slabby Maguire, good luck to him, but it's a shame that Man United never went in for him. I'm very disappointed in fact that we didn't, but still, we have to move on from this guy now. He's not on the agenda for United or Ten Hag. Ten Hag was asked about him earlier on in his presser, and he just said, yeah, he's a great player, and the league will be worse off, basically, and they'd like to come up against him, if not, and, you know, play the best competition. But he's not to be, guys. So Harry Kane going to Bayern München, that is pretty much the latest there. I'll get into the live chat for a few minutes' time, real quick, just to see what you legends are saying about Harry Kane. Let's go and have a look at the live chat. Kane's going there for the Champions League. Yeah, fair enough, Bond Servant. He could have gone somewhere else for the Champions League, though. He could have gone to a Premier League team for the Champions League. He could have come to United in 1 year's time. I guess we would have to stagnate at Spurs for another year and play for those absolute mediocre melt bags. Nobody wants to do that and hang out for a whole year. But he could have done that. That would have opened up a lot of opportunity for him next summer. He would have maybe had to have made himself a little bit, hated by some of the fan base, because they would know that he'd be leaving for free, whereas now they stand to get a good bit of money. Plus, if he did go and join a Premier League rival, that would have mean that some of the fan base don't like him either. So I think he's just chosen the path of least friction here. And that makes sense for somebody who is a mediocre melter, who's literally caught the mediocre bug off of Tottenham by just being a Spurs player all these years. That's it. He's chosen the mediocre pathway in life. Rather than go and, you know, ruffle some feathers and play for a club like Manchester United in a year, say, and win Premier League titles and break Alan Shearer's goal scoring record, he's decided to bottle it out to Germany, my friends. What a bloody melter. But good luck to him in all seriousness. It's a better club than Spurs. They will win things. He will win things, and they'll have a good old time of it. Yeah, I'm gutted as well, Dale. I would have loved him at United. I think it would have been perfect for what we're trying to do, which is to have the quality and depth at the top of the pitch to challenge the likes of Manchester City. Highest scorer, ended up at the best club in the world. Yeah, exactly. Number 10. Okay, right, fair play, lad. Oh, of course, yes, because he's gone. That makes a bit of sense. Beware the hungry wolves, says Dave Keating. Levy would have chucked him in the reserves, oh pig. Well, even so, I don't know if he would have done, actually. Let's be honest. If you had Harry Kane and he was deciding that he wants to leave in a year's time, would you just not utilise him for a year? I'd probably just utilise him for a year, get him to get his big slab down and put those performances in and score you 30 more goals and then go. So I'm not so convinced about that. But you're right, Primo. Alan Shearer must be dancing on the table, absolutely. Spot on. What is 12 months? Nothing really. Exactly, Neil. He could have just hung out. But I think, as we've mentioned, he's not prepared to ruffle the fan base. He's not prepared to go into a rival. He's just taken the easiest pathway out of Spurs, pretty much. And Bundesliga football is an easy one for him at Bayern to have some success in. So he'll score a shitload of goals. I'd imagine he'll score more than 30 goals this season in a league that's dominated by Bayern, where they will be creating chance after chance after chance for Harry Kane. I think this will be his most successful season this next 12 months. I think it'll be his most successful season that he's ever had in his career. And base this, the fact that he's just been on the back of a season where he scored 30 league goals. That is saying something. But what do you reckon, guys? How many goals do you think he'll score for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga this season? So they dominate the league. He'll get created loads and loads of chances for him. And he's got a point to prove. I think he'll get 34 goals this season. I think he'll get 34 goals in the Bundesliga this season. What do you reckon, peeps? Let us know. 32, says Berber. 41, says Primot. 35, says Anthony. Yeah, 25 plus, 45, 49, 40. He's a goal machine, in all fairness. The guy does just score goals. 15, says David Lee. Well, maybe if he's injured. 25, says Gattuso. 38, says Neil. 15, says Danny B. Langie's going 30 or 35. Kane will return for his last season and beat Shearer's record. He'd have to play for a couple of seasons, though, wouldn't he? Because I think he's like 40-odd away, so it's unlikely he'd get that in one season. But I suppose he could actually return in a couple of seasons' time and beat his record in the future. That's actually a decent shout, I suppose. Boomy says 50. Andrikos says 30 plus, 35, 35. Basically, he's going to score a shitload of goals over there in the Bundesliga, isn't he? He'll rip it up. I agree with you, Jamie Robinson. He'll absolutely rip it up over there in the Bundesliga. He'll get lots of service from Bayern. And the league's not as strong depth-wise as the Premier League. He'll have a field day over there, I think. I think you'll see Harry Kane scoring loads of goals, winning loads of individual accolades, potential player of the season type shit over there where he's going to bag so many goals and fire Bayern to a title. You reckon he might flop, says Jams Highlights. Well, we can all live and hope. You know what I mean? We can all hope. But I think he'll get a lot of goals and he'll do well and he'll win trophies, which is what he isn't. He doesn't have that, does he? He doesn't have any trophies. But who really wants the Bundesliga trophy anyway? It's boring. It's like winning the League One French Farmers' Cup. Nobody cares about it. It's meaningless to a degree. Thank you, Rushmano. He says subscribe to the channel. Yes, guys, 13 subscribers away, as I say, from 73,000. So let's be having you. But anyway, look, I know it's not a popular topic with some people. Must Play says, Pig, stop. Doesn't want me talking about Harry Kane. Well, you know what? Must Play, Piggy does what he wants, mate. And I would have loved to have seen Harry Kane at this club. Unfortunately, it's not to be the case. We've bottled it. We've not had the ambition. We've also, I think, maybe just cheaped out a little bit there. Yeah, people would say we spent 85 million on Højlund, but he's young and an appreciating asset, and he's not on anywhere near the wages that Harry Kane would be. We've cheaped out, basically. Surely we'd have been better placed this season to challenge for the title with Mr. 30-goal-a-season man Harry Kane. So we have cheaped out and bottled it ambition-wise, in my humble opinion. But anyway, there's no point talking about it right now because he's obviously, going to sign for Bayern Munich. Yeah. Hello there, Dynamic Melon. How you doing, bud? Won't score 20 goals. Get your bets in. I think he'll bang them in, lad. He'll bang them in, won't he? Yeah, Tafiso says, I liked Erik ten Hag's response when he asked if he's happy that Kane won't play against us. Yeah, exactly. And I also like what he said when he said, we're happy with the striker that we've got. So he's happy with Rasmus Højlund. And maybe that's the key thing here is that Højlund, to fit Ten Hag's style of football, makes more sense because he can press from the front. Kane's not the best at that, but Kane is just an all-encompassing goal-scoring beast. So we'll wait and see how he does. Obviously, Rasmus, that is, for United, but I can't imagine he's going to bang in that many goals. But it's his first season. Let's give him a chance to develop and actually get fit and play for us. And let's give him a chance to, see what he can do over the next 5-6 years. It's not just about this season. This season's probably going to be his worst season in the United shirt because he's young and he's learning and he's developing and he's obviously got to get used to the league and the speed of it and all the rest of it. So I'm not expecting crazy things from Rasmus Højlund this year. I think he'll show exceptional qualities for a young player, but it's in 2 or 3 or 4 years' time when we'll probably really see what an absolute baller that he is. You think Spurs will finish in the bottom 10? Crikey, what's going to happen with them now? Because obviously they just finished like 8th in the league. And that's with Harry Kane in the side, banging in 30 goals in the league. Crikey, goodness knows where they're going to finish now. That's a very good point. Where do you see Spurs finishing, live chat? Just for a bit of fun, let's talk about the Spud shithouses for a second. They're going to end up like a bunch of mashed potato melts, probably down in 9th place, 10th place maybe. I think they will struggle. I know they'll go and spend and they'll buy somebody else and they'll buy some big players. And they've got Son and, they've got some good players. But fundamentally, crikey, they're going to struggle, aren't they? I think they will struggle. There's so many better teams than them. Bet Spurs try for Lukaku. I could see that, Rushman. That's a great shout, lad. That is a boss shout. I could see that. That's a sort of perfect signing for them as well. An absolute bottle merchant. Good call. Spurs 8th, says Mikhail. 10th, says MUFC. 12th, says Batman Night Fan. 11th, says Buzzy Bebop Man. Respect it. Jams is going for 14th. Championships is Res Olsen. Relegated says Neil. Spurs 11th place, says Alex. 13th, says Rewan. Loads of us think that they're going to have a bit of a struggle. Let's get Neymar. Don't like him. He's a great player, but he's an egomaniac. He'd probably be more trouble than he's worth right now. Sean Hockridge says 8th. Boomy says 7th or 8th. I can actually add in Murray. Got a feeling that Man United will do some surprising business this summer between now and the end of the window. Don't know what that could be, but I think there'll be 1 or 2 little twists and turns in this summer window just yet for Man United fans. I do think we'll get Todibo or Pavard, and I do think we'll get Sofyan Amrabat, but just got a feeling maybe there'll be a little surprise in store for Man United fans somewhere along the way before the end of the window as well. Smash a 1 if you agree with that statement. Maybe I'm being hopeful, but the reason I say that is we're selling players. We're having a good old-fashioned clear-out. We're getting money generated into a transfer kitty right now. Maguire's going. That's 30 million back in the coffers. We could get rid of McTominay. If we sell McTominay, I can imagine us going to sign a third player in between now and the end of the window. And we're getting rid of a couple more as well. We've just got rid of Fred also. So, we're obviously making way for certain players to come in. A few ones coming in the live chat thinking we'll get someone. Yeah, both are equally quality defenders. Absolutely, Rushmano. So let's move on from this Kane malarkey anyway. We can always get back into this at the end of the show for the Q&A. Once again, if you're just getting in, smash the likes on the video, hit the subscribe button, get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. We do dip in and out of the live chat, and also give us a cheeky retweet pinned to the top of the live chat. But in regards to players we're getting rid of, let's move on to that now then. So Fred is official, guys. He has officially been sold, or at least there's an agreement in principle there. So this is the latest from Manchester United. Man United have tweeted out and put on their website a bit of an update in regards to Fred. So a deal has been agreed in principle for the transfer of Fred to Fenerbahçe. So there you go. We knew it was coming, and there it is right there. Fred's been sold. And here is the club news. Let me just move Harry Kane out of the way for a second. So this is what Man United's statement sort of said online. It said the midfielder joined the club in the summer of 2018 from Ukrainian side Shakhtar Donetsk and has racked up 213 appearances in total for the Reds. Of his 14 goals, one of the highlights came this year when his strike drew us back on level terms against Barcelona as we knocked the Catalan Giants out of the Europa League. He appeared in the Emirates FA Cup final against Manchester City after helping us lift the Carabao Cup earlier in the campaign, and his most recent outing was in the friendly win over Lyon in Edinburgh. The 30-year-old leaves so many positive memories from his time at Old Trafford, where he has been a hugely popular individual, both as a person and a player. Everybody at the club would like to wish the very best of luck to Fred for the future, as we await confirmation that the deal will be completed. Good luck to you, Fred. Thank you for your service, mate. Appreciate you. He's kind of a bit gash, but as we've said many times, he's a nice guy, isn't he? He's a nice guy. He's always tried his hardest, and he has been involved in some little bits of success, I suppose, such as the League Cup final and 1 or 2 other good moments. But in overall, if in reflection, let's be honest, never quite lived up to it. But he's a decent sort of a guy. You can't fault his effort levels and what he's like as a person. So, thanks for the memories, Fred, but see you later on, pal. Don't let the door hit you on the fanny on the way out, my son. You know what I'm saying? But, no, look, Fred's obviously a good guy, and good luck to him over at Fenerbahçe. More will come about the amount of money that's involved here. It's reported it could be around about 15 million euros or 13 million euros, somewhere around about there. So quite a lot less than what we paid for him, which was 50 plus million. Burbus's latest friend, wasted 50 million. Thanks for putting your boots on the correct feet. Fair one. I mean, listen, he's done some good things, as we've heard. 14 goals in 213 appearances for United. Never set the world alight, did he? Never really lived up to that price tag. We were expecting more from Fred. Sadly, it didn't quite come. But good luck to him. He's a nice guy, and he's always given it his all for us. And I do like him as a player and as a person. He's just not quite technically good enough. He sort of reminds me a little bit of, you remember Mean Machine? That movie with Vinnie Jones, which was like a rip-off of The Longest Yard, but done in an English prison, yeah, with Vinnie Jones as the main guy, right? Remember in that, there was a character played by Danny Dyer. All right, he's all right, it's pretty cool. Danny Dyer, yeah? And his name was Billy the Limpet. And he was like this nice guy who was just fucking shit at football. You know what I mean? That's kind of what he was like. He's like Billy the Limpet. Fred the Limpet, my son. That's what he reminds me of. Just some guy who's like got all the right sort of attitude. He's bang up for it. He really wants to be in a team, and he gives it his all every time he's out there. But he's just fundamentally shite. That's kind of what he's like. He's not the best player, but he always gave it his all. Fred the Limpet, what a guy! Everybody, come on, get your applause emojis in there for Freddie the Limpet, guys. What a fucking legend of this club. But he's not a legend, is he? Legends are reserved for true legends of the club who really have a lot of success and are sort of quality players. But yeah, crazy amount we spent on that guy, but he's now gone. Bit of cash back, which leads us on to improving the team in other areas. We're also looking to sell Donny van der Beek, or at least get him out on loan to Real Sociedad. That's still expected to be announced reasonably soon in some capacity, whether it's a loan with an option to buy, or maybe some sort of a obligation to buy, or maybe a permanent deal. But it's more than likely going to be a transfer or a loan deal, I should say. Hey, we've got a, what's this? We've got a super chat from the Biscuit Deputy. Goodness me, where's the Biscuit Bandit, mate? The Biscuit Deputy's in here. What's going on there? He says, one gone now, time to bring in the real biscuits rather than the crumbling crackers. Hopefully my club as well does good as well. Hashtag biscuit victory. You what? Goodness me. Well, fair enough. I mean, look, it's time to get rid of some of the crumble merchants, isn't it? Absolutely. What we want at United, to use a biscuit analogy, we want people with substance. We want people who can really hold up and perform well under the most stringent of dunking tests. You know what I mean? Like, at the moment, we've got a bunch of rich teas in there, such as Scott Mctominay, Fred, these guys. You dip them in your tea, and they're flopping after 2 seconds. That's not what you need, guys. What you want, even a digestive is too floppy. What you want is one of those McVitie's. Chocolate digestives, though, with the caramel running through the middle of them. You know the ones. That way, you can dunk them all you like, and they keep that rigidity, and they absorb all of the tea, and they still stay together. That's what you want. You want robust biscuits, guys. You want robust players at Manchester United. You want the Biscuit Deputy. Thank you very much for getting in here, by the way. What are you on about, lad? Thank you very much for your super chat, though. Let's get a biscuit emoji in there for the guy, I suppose. But look, we're getting rid of players. Fred is obviously gone. Now we're getting rid of Donny van der Beek. They're also very close to allowing Eric Bailly to go to Besiktas, essentially on a free transfer right now. Let's have a look at this report. So here's a new report that says, just in, Besiktas have reached an agreement in principle with Eric Bailly on personal terms. Talks are now with Manchester United to agree on the best exit solution. So just trying to figure out what can be done. They don't want to pay any money. We probably will let him go for nothing. There's been many rumours that we'll let him go for, for nothing. So I think Eric Bailly's probably out on his way out very soon also now. So good luck to him. He's also another player that we won't miss too much because he's sort of been bang average and always injury prone over the years. Nice guy, always gave it his all, but fundamentally not good enough for Manchester United either. So he's one player that's going as well. We got rid of Kovar to buy Leverkusen for 9 million euros. We're making that money back, aren't we? And what does that mean? Well, it means we're going to go inside a midfielder to replace these midfielders we're losing, like Fred And of course, McTominay hopefully is going to be going out, but we don't know about that yet. There is some reports that say he might be set to stay due to his price tag and the fact United have priced him out of a move. But with Donny going, with Fred going, we're expected that any moment now we're going in with a cheeky offer for Sofyan Amrabat. I'd love to tell you more on this situation, but it is more or less the same it has been for a week or so now. The understanding is we're just still waiting, and Amrabat's still waiting for Man United to come in and try and do that business with Fiorentina. So here's a report via transfers_UTD on Twitter, and also Fabrizio Romano that reports Amrabat still waiting for Manchester United. So he's waiting for us. He's hoping that, you know, sooner or later, we're going to come in and be able to reach an agreement with Fiorentina. And soon he's going to be pulling that face that Harry Kane's making right there as he rocks up at United to do his medical, you know? That's the plan. We're expected to go in for Sofyan soon. He's agreed to join Manchester United. He's agreed to get involved with Ten Hag's project. And we're just waiting. We're waiting for Man United to go in and have an official bid, but there is no official bid as of just yet. The understanding was we're waiting to generate the cash and clear out some of the midfielders off of our books. Now we have got rid of Kovar and Fred. We might just go and pull the trigger on Sofyan Amrabat now, but it might be a case of making sure that Donny van der Beek's gone out the club as well. So Donny van der Beek still very close to joining Real Sociedad in some capacity. Once that's done, should be all good. Plus also, we've got the backup. If we can't get rid of one or two more midfielders, maybe we've still got the option of selling the likes of Slabby Maguire. So Slabby Maguire is close to joining West Ham at this moment. Obviously, David Moyes was speaking earlier on during his pre-Premier League start press conference, and he did give a bit more of the lowdown on the situation. David Moyes confirmed that Harry Maguire bid was accepted. He said, "We've had a bid accepted from Manchester United for the Maguire deal, but while he's not our player, I'm not in a position to discuss him." So he didn't say too much, but he did obviously confirm that the £30 million offer was accepted, and the feeling of that deal is it could be wrapped up sometime this weekend. Maguire to West Ham is expected to go through. It's obviously dependent on certain things like Man United giving him a golden handshake of a certain amount of money. Some reports say £6 million to justify him being paid less money at West Ham for the next few years, because they're not going to pay him what we paid him. So we're going to have to give him essentially a percentage of what we've been paying him, but we'll just give him a golden handshake on the way out. See you later on, Slabbo. Which will be nice, obviously, to get him off of our books. And once he's gone, that frees up the opportunity for us to go and get a new defensive replacement. And as of right now, there's a few people on the short list. There's Todibo, there's Tapsoba as a backup, but Benjamin Pavard seems to be leading the favour in terms of Ten Hag's plans. But also Todibo could be the one. And just on Todibo, Man United actually scouted him tonight, from what I understand. So various reports on social media suggesting that Man United sent a scout to the Nice-Lille match to watch Jean-Clair Todibo. As reported by Fabrizio Romano, the scout is also monitoring Clefran Turam as well, according to sources contacted by French Football News. So quite interesting there, guys. You know, we obviously are going to do some serious sort of, scouting of the guy to go check him out, obviously, see him in person a bit more. And Manchester United very much interested in Jean-Clair Todibo. We're also interested in Benjamin Pavard, who apparently does not want to stay at Bayern and would like the challenge and relish the challenge of playing for Manchester United in the Premier League. Versatile as well, can play right back, can play centre back, 27 years of age, bags of experience, bags of trophies. Makes a bit of sense, doesn't it, to add him to our team? Very good player. They're both very good players, actually. They both seem very good and would benefit Manchester United's backline and give us better quality and depth and some cover as well. So I'll ask the live chat, though. Who would you prefer to see Manchester United sign out of Todibo and also Benjamin Pavard, which seem like the two main players that we will be going to try and get this summer? We might even, some people even saying we could get both of them, but I find that to be very, very very unlikely, but you just never know. Depends how much they're both available for. It's thought that Todibo could cost as much as €30 million and a similar sort of fee for Benjamin Pavard, so it's unlikely we would get both. Pavard says Rajat, Pavard says Rewind, Benjamin says Amaya, Kane says Dale. Kefran Turam is a sensational young midfielder. Yeah, apparently we're having a look at him there, Ember Glanstad. Todibo says Tommy Boyle. Both, we need both. Mike Kill says Pavard, anyone not French. But they're both French, though, Dimmy Maidenland. And what's wrong with that? We got a bit of a French vibe at the back anyway, with players like Raphael Varane, Todibo, says TJ, Lilian Thuram, Sana. Interesting, mate. There you go. Pavard couldn't handle the Bundesliga, says Must Play. Don't know about that, lad. He's got a bunch of trophies and shit. He literally played 43 times for Bayern last season. So, I don't know. Todibo, says Anthony Young, Todibo has a higher ceiling. Maybe so. He is 23. He is younger. He does look like he's got real qualities. Todibo clear all day, says Must Play. Pavard for his experience. So, yeah, it's like, what do you do? Do you go with Pavard, who's maybe a bit more versatile, has a bit more experience, is more developed, older? Or do you go with Jean-Clair Todibo, who's more raw? Get your raw emojis in there. Only 23, but has a maybe higher ceiling in the future. Could perhaps be absolutely boss. You was Todibo yesterday, but you're Pavard today, says Gattuso. Both, says Dave Keating. In an ideal world, that would be what happens. Todibo, says Shemian. Hey, respect, Jean-Clair Todibo. Sir Jem Ratcliffe player. Yes, he is. Pavard's got experience. Todibo, says Langy. We don't need experience. No, well, that's a fair point, but cover is always good to have. Experience is invaluable in all fairness, but you're kind of right. I mean, essentially, this player that we'd be bringing in is not expected to come in and take the place of Raphael Varane or Lissandro Martinez at the back. They're expected to come in and be that third, maybe even fourth choice centre-back, and if they can have maybe a bit of an option in one of the other positions to play wing-back sometimes, that's also going to benefit us as well. So you're absolutely right. It doesn't actually have to be somebody that is going to force their way into the first team right now, because we don't really want to upset that brilliant partnership there of Martinez and Varane. But Varane's very injury prone, plus there's a lot of competitions to play in. We've got a lot of games coming thick and fast, so you've got to try and rotate the team somewhere. So it wouldn't hurt to have the experience in the side. Experience is brilliant, but sometimes maybe you don't need that as much. You could certainly do with somebody who's raw, who may develop into one of the best players around in this position. That's the idea here with somebody like Todibo. So he's a lot younger, and he's not played at as high a level, obviously, as Pavard, but he's got bags of potential. Ibrahim, I do have an FPL league. Just put an exclamation mark FPL in the live chat and it will pop up with a link, an auto join link to join my Premier League Fantasy League, my son. Or you can check out my community page. But yeah, exclamation mark FPL. That will give you the link to the Fantasy League, mate. You get yourself involved, lads and lasses. Todibo has better qualities. Todibo not experienced completely. No, he's only 23. He's been playing in the French League recently. I mean, that's a big red flag in itself. Straw's experience, Lindelof's experience. I mean, fair one. Put a price on experience. It depends how good the actual player is. That's a fair point. But Pavard looks really quality. He's always impressed me. He looks a decent sort of a player. Can play both right back and centre back. I like him. Yeah, we do need a marquee centre-back for Varane injury worries. Very true, Tommy. Yeah, they're both brilliant options. To be fair, it's either or. As far as I'm concerned, either or would be a great player to bring in to replace Harry Maguire. The idea is you get rid of Harry Maguire, who's a liability at the back, who's slow as a snail, who doesn't fit Ten Hag's system at all, who's not good for an attacking high-press sort of a team, and you replace him with somebody that is stylistically better for what we're trying to do. So that's the idea here, really. And if we can do that, we'll be a much better team, I imagine. We'll have more options at the back. We'll get that depth, that quality. It'll be spot on. United, thank you for the £2 super chat here, my son. Get in, he says, Loserpool have more rejections than signings. Get in there, you beauty. Come on, let's all laugh at the Scousers one more time. Absolutely, lad. Mate, I'm super hot this evening, guys. I'm not feeling particularly well this evening. I'm melting. Super hot. I've got the sweats. Feel like Harry Maguire the first day he rocks up to West Ham training. And, he's expecting to not be shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling like right now. Anyway, so, nice one. So, we're getting rid of players, guys. Harry Maguire's on his way out. That means we'll probably get Pavard or Jean-Clair Todibo coming in. And, of course, Fred has just been confirmed as going as well. Kovar's going. We're working on Donny, which means we'll probably get Sofyan Amrabat in as well at midfield. So the minimum we're expecting to see come into the side so far between now and the end of the summer window is 2 players, Sofyan Amrabat and either or out of Jean-Clair Todibo and Benjamin Pavard. But let me ask the live chat now real quick. How many players do you see Man United signing between now and the end of the transfer window? Will it be the 2 that I've mentioned? Or will we get 3? Will we get 4? Will we surprise you? Let us know in the chat how many you think we'll get. I think we'll get 3, I think we'll get those 2 that we just mentioned. I think maybe we'll get like a cheap forward player. Somebody like that Leonardo guy or just someone. some sort of cheaper option. Must Play says 2, Ezio's going for 3, Boomy's going for 3, Berber's going for 3, Rewind's going for 3, Zed Explains going for 2. 2 to 3, 1 says Gattuso. Woody's going 3, Hoopman's going 3, you say 3. Okay, nice one. Lots of people saying 3. 3 or 4. 2, hopefully 3 says Langy. 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. 3, a striker. We do need a striker, don't we? So we've gone on about Mason Greenwood earlier. I'm not going to talk about it again because if you want to see my thoughts on Mason and get into that debate, then you can watch my afternoon video. It's a polarizing topic, but we still don't know if he's going to be introduced back into the side. If he's not, then we certainly do need another forward player, don't we? We absolutely do. So remains to be seen whether or not he will be featuring. But if he's not, I think we've got to go and get another forward player. And if he is, well, it's probably more trouble than it's worth anyway. Got to have another keeper. Okay, Mikhail Kramer. So I've got some information about this. So obviously, Heaton's injured at the moment. We just let Kovar go. Didn't Bishop go as well? And we've got, just a couple of melters. We've got Henderson there, who's on big money. Heaton's injured at the moment. Not the best look for us in that area. So here's a report. Thank you for reminding me. Here's a report, and we do have an update here from transfers_UTD, which reports that Man United have made an initial approach with a view of signing Rangers keeper Bobby McCrory this summer. Get some cheeky deep-fried battered iron brew emojis in the live chat there, guys. The goalkeeper has a price tag of £1 million, so maybe a backup option here. I know nothing about him. I don't watch Scottish football. He's probably gash, but he's just a backup, right? So we're looking at Robbie McCrory. Robbie McCrory, guys. Anybody know anything about him? Let us know in the live chat. I know nothing about Robbie McCrory. We've got a few people in here, like the Hoop Man, for instance, who's a proud Scotsman. He's a proud Scotsman, this guy. I didn't know nothing about this guy. Let us know what you think about him. He's only £1 million. Maybe he's coming in for a cheeky little backup role at the football club. That's all I'm saying there. Hey, thank you, Jason Richards, for getting in here with a $4.99 super chat, mate. Come on. He says the dippers left out to drip dry the Scouse melters. There you go, mate. Super trophy, mate, for the comment of the night to make me laugh, mate. Scouse dippers in the fucking bin. Let's go, mate. Hey, thank you very much there, Jason Richards. I appreciate you, dude. Come on, let's go. The dippers left out to drip dry the Scouse melters. They're melters, my son. Let's get some laughing emojis in there for the melters. They've been left to dry out there dripping, haven't they? Absolutely. Moises Caicedo's left floppy jalopy on red, mate. You know what I mean? See you later on, Kloppy. Don't want nothing to do with you, mate. I was interested to come and play for you guys, but it turns out I can't look directly into your mouth, mate. Your teeth are blinding me. I've had to go to Chelsea instead. Jason Richards, thank you very much for the super chat there, my son. I appreciate that. Even the Scottish don't watch Scottish football, says Ollie Khan. No, fair point. It's a fair point right there. Anyway, right, okay. Hey, get in there, my son. Thank you, the Biscuit Deputy, for another super chat as well. Let's get a sue in there for Jason Richards and for the Biscuit Deputy. What's this all about? Guys, we're 8 subscribers away from 73,000. Can we hit 73,000 during tonight's show? Is there 8 of you legends out there who are new to the channel right now? If there is, smash the subscribe. Help us get to 73k. That would be raw. And also, keep hitting the likes, guys. Keep hitting the retweets. Nice one. All right, the Biscuit Deputy says, it's like shooting the sheriff, but not the deputy. By the way, Harry Kane could have smiled. That is not a great picture. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. Oh, no. Biscuit Deputy. Yeah, do you know what? It's me being harsh, mate. To be fair, he doesn't look happy in that picture, does he? But you know what? He does smile. If you watch the video, he does smile, but I just chose a part of the video where he's not smiling. You know what I mean? Because that's the kind of guy I am. I like to paint a narrative, mate. You know what I mean? I'm painting a narrative that he's fucking doesn't really want to be there, when in actuality he does. You know what I mean? So, no, in all fairness, he was smiling in that video a little bit, but it was nervous smiling. You know what I mean? Like I say, he looks terrified in Germany. He's about to undergo his medical. There's a video of him there, and he's smiling a little bit. But he is, he is obviously nervous. You can see how he's nervous there, guys. But thank you very much for getting in there with that, bro. And Ezio Auditor with a super sticker of a black cat emoji. Come on, my son. Get in there, mate. Hashtag pussy. He's only gone and got the old pussy in there, my son. Thank you very much for the pussy cat emoji. Ezio Auditor, thank you so much, bud. I appreciate you. 170 likes. That's awesome, guys. Keep smashing them up. Langy getting in here with the pussycat emoji as well. Thank you so much, Langy. I appreciate you, my son. Get in and on the act, mate. Pussy galore in the live chat, everybody. Come on. Thank you so much, dude. 6 subscribers away. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Langy. Right, okay, let me cover the rest of what we've got going on here tonight, then. There's a few bits and bobs I want to discuss and a few little things that have come in. So let's discuss it. As I mentioned, Kane's having his medical. We're working on this bid maybe for this Scottish goalkeeper. I mean, to be fair, there's not too much more going on United-wise this evening. It's like we know what we're doing. The plan has been clear for United, really. Get rid of Maguire, go and sign another defender. Looks like it's going to be Todibo or Pavard. Get rid of a couple of gash midfielders like Fred. Get rid of Donny and maybe go and buy Sofyan Amrabat. That seems to be a clear plan of what we're trying to do. Beyond that, it's quite hard to predict what we'll do. Maybe we will get a forward. Maybe we'll let Greenwood go. Maybe we'll sell Greenwood. Maybe we'll keep Greenwood. You know, so beyond that, it's hard to really say. But Mason Greenwood, obviously, polarising subject. We'll leave that alone tonight, but it's expected any day soon we'll have more information on what's going on with Mason Greenwood at the football club, which can have big implications of what goes on with our transfer window, of course. Beyond that, it depends on who else we sell. Like, we could sell Scott Mctominay. Scott Mctominay is still wanted by various different clubs, but the problem is we have asked for too much cash. We could have easily sold him for 30 million the other day to West Ham, maybe even got a few extra million quid for him. And I believe we've sort of melted there, guys. I do believe that's one bit of business we've done this window where we've failed. All the other business we've actually done really well. Like, obviously, Maguire, we rejected 20 million. And I was pissed off about that because I thought, crikey, we're not going to sell the wanker. And then they've come in with a 30 mil offer. We know that Lucas Paqueta is very much wanted by Manchester City, and if he's sold there, then maybe West Ham do come a knocking for Scott McTominay again with a slightly improved offer. But they're not going to pay £45 million for the guy. It's just wishful thinking for United. We're pricing him out of the move there. And sadly, there's not many clubs out there, I don't think, that would pay 40 million quid for Scotty. So we've got to hope that Man United have to be sensible if we do receive another offer and maybe accept closer to 30 million. I think 30 mil is probably about bang on for Scotty. If not, then 35 mil maybe the maximum of what we could accept or expect to get. So, you know, 30 to 35 mil, somebody's got to come in for Scotty. If that happens, that's a big chunk of change for Man United to play with still, to potentially go and sign some more players. We have spent a lot of money already. Maybe that will just get absorbed back into the club. And after Todibo or Pavard and, of course, Sofyan Amrabat are signed, maybe we just won't spend any more money beyond that. But there is a chance that we could get 3 more signings. I think that's what we've got to do, is try and get rid of Scott McTominay in this window, who's basically surplus to requirements. He's going to be playing a massive backup role at the club. Now that Fred's gone, though, I suppose you could do with maybe having a few bodies around. Fred's gone and Donny's going. That's 2 midfielders out the door. So maybe Ten Hag won't be too bothered about keeping Scott McTominay around just because it's more depth. But when there's an offer of 30 mil on the table for a player who's just a backup, it's too good to turn down, but we did turn it down. So Scotty could be stuck at United for a little bit longer. We'll see, because, well, let's face it, we're buying Sofyan Amrabat. That will give us Mount, Bruno, Sofyan Amrabat, Ericsson, Casemiro, then a couple of good youngsters like Kobbie Mainoo, for instance, around. I don't really see the place for Scott McTominay in the side. That's the issue here. He's just an expensive backup. He's expensive window dressing. We don't need him. What's the point of having him at the club anymore? So we should try and sell him, obviously, but the club cannot be seen selling him for less than 30 now. West Ham still probably do have the interest in Scott McTominay. They're not just going to change that overnight. But because of the Ward-Prowse deal, because of the Edson Alvarez deal, it's not the likeliest to happen still. But, as I mentioned, Lucas Paqueta is subject of a bid from Manchester City, and there's every chance that if that goes through for nearly 100 million or whatever it's going to end up being, there is a small possibility that Scott McTominay still goes to West Ham. If not, there's still interest from AS Roma, Newcastle United maybe. So what do you reckon, guys? Smash a stay in the live chat if you think Scott McTominay will stay this summer, or smash a go in the live chat if you think we'll find a way to sell him and he will go. Let us know. Hey, thank you, Tommy Boyle, 71, bro. Get in there, me old sausage. For the super chat there, bro. Come on. He says, a centre-back, centre-forward, and a box-to-box midfielder. Title challenge on sausage. Get in there. Thank you, Tommy Boyle. I appreciate you, mate. Nice one. You got away with words, you do, man. Centre-back, centre-forward, and a box-to-box midfield. Yeah, well, there you go. So, Sofian Amrabat, Todibo or Pavard, and then a forward player to help score us some goals. I couldn't agree more, Tommy. That's all we need, really, isn't it? 3 beastly signings. We're all right in the midfield now. We could do with one more. We're all right in the wide areas. We've got Højlund up top to score goals. We just need another one for depth and cover, etc. If there's any issues with injuries or anything like that. The defence is looking pretty decent. We just need to get somebody else extra in to give us some depth and competition there. Yeah, we need Amrabat. Thank you so much, Tommy Boyle. I appreciate you. So let's see what the live chat said, whether or not they think we'll keep Scotty or we'll get rid. Go, says Simon. Go, says Ezio. Mike says he'll stay. He'll go, says Edward. He'll stay, go. Go, says Vuti. Please go, says Pineda. He'll stay, says Gattuso. Wow, is there really OHB? That's raw, lad. Dude, I'm so out of the loop with FIFA at the minute. That's crazy, lad. 95 goals. You get it there, my son. Lewis Eraser says, go, stay. He needs to go. He needs to go, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he'll stay, but hope he goes to Everton. I really hope that he goes, Berber, but I think he might be priced out of a move, judging by what Man United are wanting for him. It's just too much cash for an absolute bottle bank. I'm split, but I want him out, says Duke of Rodtown. Go, says Pete Morris. He will stay. I want him to go, though. Yeah. Stay. No one's going to offer 30 million again. I know that was too good to turn down, in my humble opinion. Plus, I think we were just a bit outright truculent in that whole negotiation. It's like they've just bid all that money for Maguire, and they've bid same day for McTominay, hoping that they'll get a little bit of good value in doing a double deal. And we've essentially gone, rejected. We want 45 mil, which is a lot more than 30. We didn't even say, hey, give us 33 mil. We'll call it a good one. You know, that they would have probably turned around and said, yeah, go on then. We'll give you a little bit extra. But in fact, the way we've gone about it is the same way we went about the Maguire situation, where we're expecting to get more money. And we did on that occasion, and there's still time left in this window. But I think if you look at what West Ham did, which is turn their attentions to James Ward-Prowse, I think that ship has sailed maybe a little bit there. Thank you so much, everyone. Get your opinions in, though, by the way. Unfortunately, most people think he will probably stay. Yep. Thank you for the super chat here, Gabriel. Appreciate that, bro. Get in there, Gabriel, lad. He says, be honest, we're still very short in terms of quality. Well, in terms of depth, we are. I think if you look at our second string side, we are lacking, aren't we? It's not like we've got, say, like 2 top teams like City do in their squad. I think our starting 11, once we signed, Sofian Amrabat and, added to the depth a little bit, it's a lot better. Our starting 11's very strong. If you've got Rashford over on the left or Garnacho, Højlund up top with Anthony, Sancho, these guys. And then obviously Bruno Fernandes is an absolute baller. Casemiro is an absolute world-class player. Varane and Martinez are quality centre-backs. We've got a lot of quality in the team, in the starting 11. But beyond that, there is still some issues with depth. I think that's maybe where we'll fall down a little bit. But I think our starting 11's right up there in terms of quality. But of course, you do need to have depth in all areas and to be able to win things. Realistically. Hey, Mike Hill, thank you very much, Gabriel, for getting in here, though, with your super chat there, lad. Mike Hill comments, a riddle for you. What can run but cannot walk, says Mike Hill. A riddle, what can run but cannot walk? I'm thinking Harry Maguire after he's had a chicken vindaloo the night before, mate. What's the answer, Mike Hill? Let us know. I'm saying Harry Maguire when he's got the runs. You know what I mean? Because he can run. You know what I'm saying? He can run, but he can't walk. Oh, it's water. Okay, fair enough then. I would have thought it's Harry after he's had some very spicy cuisine, mate. Perhaps after he's eaten a whole bunch of Dalmardis and, stuff like that when he was in Mykonos, mate. I don't know. Who knows? Hey, anyway, thank you so much there for getting in there. And Stay Gold's been a member for 6 months. Can we get a hashtag 6 months in the live chat for this legend who's been a member for 6 months? Stay Gold says, Piggy, you're starting 11 versus Wolves? Okay, so Wolves game on Monday. I will do a preview on Sunday night and give you my latest thoughts on what I think Ten Hag's going to select. But if it was me, I would select Onana in goal, Luke Shaw left back, Varane and Martinez centre backs, Wan-Bissaka gets the right back spot for me, Casemiro, I would probably play Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes in the midfield, and then we're going with a front for three of... It's going to have to be Garnacho on the left, Rashford up top, and Anthony on the right at this stage, because obviously we've got Rasmus out. Otherwise, it would be Rasmus getting in there. But Garnacho on the left, Rashford up top, and Anthony on the right. That's probably my starting 11 at the moment. Stay Gold, my son. Thank you very much for getting in the hashtag 6-month membership, you don. Wan-Bissaka's got to get in there, doesn't he? A bath, says Matthew Smith. Well, okay, good riddle there. Good riddle. Nice one. I like your style. Ezio Auditor, thanks so much for getting in it with a $2 super chat, mate. He says, we've the 5th best squad in terms of quality, says Ezio Auditor. I don't know about that. I think we've probably got the 2nd or 3rd best. You know, we're certainly not right up there in terms of the depth and the quality in our overall squad. But I still think we've got the 3rd or 2nd best sort of set of players going on. But, I mean, that is completely subjective, isn't it? It really does depend on who you sort of think is better from other teams, and obviously Arsenal have got a good set of players these days, but I think we've got a better squad than Liverpool, and I think we've got a better squad than Chelsea now. Maybe on paper they seem very, very strong, but it's not about on paper, is it? Look how shit they were last season. They're going to have to do a lot better this year, my son. Piggy with the best answer, thank you very much. Alright, anyway, okay, listen, we're going to get into a Q&A in a minute, guys. I'm just going to run down what I've discussed in this video very, very quickly. And thank you everyone who's had your say throughout. But yeah, hopefully McTominay can go. Tommy says McTominay's a place that could be taken by a young player coming through. Yeah, precisely. Surely Kobbie Mainoo, we want to be seeing him given opportunities and developing, rather than Scott McTominay wasting away there, playing occasionally and just stinking up the place probably when he plays because he's bang average, and also being paid quite a lot to do so, and just sitting there taking up 30 million. We could have got 30 million for the guy. So if it ends up us not being able to sell Scotty, that's the one piece of really bad business we've done this summer. Because we could have sold him. We could have sold him, but in the end, West Ham saw the value elsewhere. But with Paqueta maybe being sold, they still might come in for Scott McTominay. We can hope. Let's get some fingers crossed in there. Right, let's have a rundown of what I discussed in this video. Then we will be getting into the live chat for a bit of a Q&A for 5-10 minutes or so. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. We're only 4 subscribers away from 73,000, guys. Only 4. Is there 4 legends out there who have not subscribed? Please do subscribe. Right, okay, so the first one is Liverpool are thinking about walking away. So just to give an update on what we discussed for anybody who missed the start of the show, Liverpool thinking about walking away from the Moyes CAICEDO deal. Get in there, my son. They're walking away, and they're walking away alone. You'll never walk alone unless Moyes CAICEDO pies you off, floppy cloppy. Oh yes, and then you'll be walking alone all the way back to Anfield, you melter. Let's go. And then Chelsea are expecting now to contact Moyes CAICEDO. I don't think there's anything else that's come out this evening about that, but maybe. Understand Chelsea are now in contact with Brighton to discuss their new bid for Moyes CAICEDO. Talks on. Liverpool prepared to walk away from the deal. Alone. Get in there, my son. Okay, also, AMRABAT still waiting for Man United to go in and bid. We're all still waiting for Man United to have a cheeky little bid for Fiorentina's player, Sofyan Amrabat. We're expecting we will now that we've confirmed that Fred is gone. Fred has been confirmed as being sold and joining Fenerbahçe with a deal in principle already made. So Man United officially confirmed that a deal has been agreed in principle for the transfer of Fred to Fenerbahçe. Good luck to you, Fred. Thank you for your service, mate. Heck of a nice guy, but not good enough for Man United, which leads us on to go and spend that money that we're generating from Fred and Donny and some other guys, Kovar, on Sofyan Amrabat. So we're all eagerly awaiting Manchester United to go and bid for Sofyan Amrabat, which will hopefully be coming very soon. Also, Moisey was speaking, just confirming that Maguire is a target for them, obviously, and they've had a £30 million bid accepted. They're waiting for more things to take place. There's a feeling that maybe Man United might want to line up his replacement before we fully commit to allowing him to go, but also some sort of terms of the deal to be ironed out still, such as wage structure and all that kind of stuff. So that's still taking place. Also, United are looking at a replacement for Harry Maguire, which will be Benjamin Pavard, Todibo, maybe Tapsoba. United are reportedly have sent a scout to go and watch Todibo tonight. So here's a report that says that Manchester United scout is at the Nice-Lille game to watch Jean-Clair Todibo. As reported by Fabrizio Romano, the scout is also monitoring Kefran Turam, according to sources contacted by Get French Football News. So, you know, that is what's happening there, guys. There seems to be a serious sort of scouting going on of people like Todibo, and obviously there is an expectation Ten Hag wants either of them. Maybe he would lean towards Benjamin Pavard, who's very versatile and also has more experience. But Todibo is a great raw youngster who can go on develop into a really great player. And between those two, he's obviously got to decide who he wants to get. And it's not just about who he wants. It's also about who's easily obtainable, who would cost less money, who's easier to convince the club to sell, etc. So we've got to wait and see which one of those we get. But at the moment, maybe it is Benjamin Pavard who's more in Ten Hag's thinking. But we'll have to wait to see exactly what materialises there and who and when we bid. Also, Besiktas are very close to signing Eric Bailly. They've already agreed terms with Eric Bailly, and Man United are just working on a solution for his exit at this moment in time. It's thought that maybe we'll let him go for a free and just terminate his deal, and then he can go and sign for Besiktas. Kane has completed part of his medical. Here he is rocking up at Bayern there, looking a little bit nervous. And he's conducted his first part of his medical and passed his first part of his medical by all accounts. We're also looking at a young goalkeeper from Rangers who goes by the name of Mr. Robbie McCrory. The goalkeeper has a price tag of £1 million. He's a backup option. We know that Heaton's injured. We've got Henderson still. But beyond that, we're lacking a little bit in the goalkeepers department. It seems like maybe Henderson is unsaleable right now. He's on too much money. Perhaps he is just destined to be our expensive backup. But I hope that he goes and gets sacked off. The Hoot Man says he's pish pig. Hey, fair play to you. I said he's probably crap. Didn't I? You know what I mean? Probably rubbish. £1 million from the Scottish League. No thanks. You know what I mean? No disrespect. But I'd rather spend that £1 million on maybe getting, I don't know, a couple of trucks worth of shortbread biscuits in, mate. Or maybe a whole crate of iron brews. You know what I mean? But yeah, fair play to you, my son. He says crap, dog shit, etc. Respect the Hoot Man. Thanks for the insider information. From one Scotsman to another lad. Right, okay, so that's basically the latest news. Waiting to sell Maguire. When we do, we're going in for a defender. We sold Fred. We're selling Donny, at least getting him out on loan. When we do, we're going in for Sofyan Amrabat. Maybe we'll go and buy a forward player as well. And Kane's had a medical at Bayern, and there you go. Also, what's this that's just come in from Fabrizio Romano? Thank you, Rushmano, for sending us this. PSG sources confirm Ousmane Dembele finally signed the contract as a new PSG player until June 2028. Good luck to them. Good luck to him there as well. He's an injury-prone melter. But PSG seemingly getting in Ousmane Dembele. Right, I'm going to get into the live chat now. Thanks for the update there, my friend. That's a big piece of news that's come out, though. I'm going to get into the live chat now, everybody. Please do have your say in the chat. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on anything we've discussed in the vid tonight. Make sure you drop a like on the vid. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Actually, before I do, I'm just going to go over to Twitter. Shout out every one of you legends that has given us a retweet. And I can see that we've had 24 retweets, guys. We've had 3 quoted tweets here. Thank you to Guyam Legend. Get in there as well to Anthony Ong. Appreciate you, legends. Thank you so much for sharing the show there. Also, we've had a bunch of retweets here. We've got 21 reposts. Thanks so much to all the reposters here. We've got Aaron Homeyard, Anthony Ong, Uncaged Squid, Stephen Braun, Boomy, Transfers_UTD, Clive Grant Stewart, Feline Fur, Tiger Woods, G-Dad Gamer, John Boy Cat, Tommy's Boyle, Richard Wisterpeck, Michael Paul, The Butcher of Manchester, Sanjay Ramatar, Vincent Bullock, Trigger, Duncan Belifo, Jaden, Ryan Burberspin9, aka The Gaming Simp, and United Mark. Thank you each and every one of you legends. It really does help us out. So thanks for sharing the show tonight. I really do appreciate that. Get in there, you absolute legends. Now to get into the live chat for the Q&A. Thank you, Rushy. Yes, indeed. Give us a subscribe. Roger says, is AMRABAT our last big signing for the window? I want Goretzka. I think we'll get a defender in a midfield at minimum. We might even go and get a forward player as well, Roger, if we can sell Scott McTominay. But I think we'll certainly get... Sofyan AMRABAT to help that midfield because we're losing Fred and Donny and maybe even Scott McTominay still. And the defender, I think we'll get a defender too. So I think we're almost guaranteed to get those 2 players, a defender and a midfielder. And then beyond that, who knows? It is possible we could get a forward, but I'm not expecting it, to be honest. And also, it was also dependent on what happens with Mason Greenwood, remember. Mason Greenwood could stay and be reintroduced into the side, in which case we're not spending money on a forward player in this window. But if he goes, or if we decide to terminate, or we sell him, then I expect him to go, and obviously us to use some sort of money there to go and sign a forward player to come in. Bundesliga's livid with the inclusion of Harry Kane. Why is that then, Mark Enland? Not complaining, obviously, with Pavard, Todibo, Tapsoba. Me neither, Raj. I think it will be a good signing, whichever one of those guys we go and get. Kane looks like he's being held hostage to Stoke Savage. Which would be your ideal striker for 2024 transfer window? Who would be our number 1? Hassan Tariq, to be honest, bud, if it was next summer, so next summer transfer window, to be honest, my ideal striker, that's kind of hard to predict in a year's time. I mean, it would have been Kane if he stayed at Spurs, but obviously he's going to Bayern, so he won't be available. I guess Kylian Mbappe would be ideal, but he's obviously not going to join us either. So, I don't know. But I'd say Kylian Mbappe, he's got a year left at PSG. There's reports he's already got a deal lined up with Real Madrid. But I guess anything can happen, but I very much doubt that's possible. But ideally, He is an absolute class player. Primot, thank you very much. Says pump the like for the pig. Thank you, Mr. Primot. You don. If we sell 3 midfielders, Eric will want 2 in, says Compost Smurf. Maybe, but you got to remember, Kobbie Mainoo's been introduced into the first team, and Ten Hag seems to hold him quite highly. So he will probably get quite a bit of game time once he's back from injury, of course. Yeah, that's the only issue with him, is he might be injury prone, but hopefully not. He's a young player. He's robust. Hopefully he comes back and just gets into the team every now and again and develops and has a big part to play in the team this season. No, Sergio Romero was the perfect backup goalkeeper. Definitely. You think we're about to do it? Tommy says, Corneliu sausage is a Lincolnshire thing, mate. A county famous for them. So everyone's a sausage. As in silly sausage, clever sausage. Not personal. We love pig here. No pig, no sausage. Term of endearment. No, I know it's a term of endearment, but I'm just joking around. That's right, you Lincolnshire sausage, mate. Who doesn't like a Lincolnshire sausage, lad? Everyone likes a Lincolnshire sausage, mate, don't they? You know what's nicer than a Lincolnshire sausage? A Cumberland sausage, mate. Do you know, actually, I don't know. They're all nice. I like all the sausages. Wait, what? But they are nice, aren't they? Yeah, I like a Lincolnshire sausage, me, lad. Anyway, thank you so much for the term of endearment there, my son. Boomy says, breaking news. CAICEDO's rejected Klopp after Klopp going naked in front of him to convince him to join Liverpool. Yeah, he put his junk between his legs, mate. And he didn't like the look of that. Real Sociedad will want the deal done. Yes, indeed. Mikhail says Pedro from Flamengo for backup. Not proven in Europe, but scores a lot of goals in Brazil. Wow, that's an interesting one, Mikhail Kramer. Love that bit of knowledge you've brought to the table there, my son. Love that. Tommy Legend, absolutely. Hey, Kate Cadet, how you doing tonight, dude? Will Bayern be challenging City next year's UCL? I don't think so, you know, but you never know. Bayern always do pretty well in the Champions League, and now they've got Kane with the goals. But I don't think so, but who knows? I still think it would probably be between the English teams, because the English teams have dominated the UCL last couple of years. Yeah, join the Fantasy League, guys. You can put an exclamation mark FPL in the chat, or go and check out the new pinned message at the top of the live chat there. There's the link. It should auto join you to the there's a link to the Twitter post. You can click that link on the Twitter post, and that will take you to the Twitter post, and then you can click the link on the Twitter post, and that will join you to the Fantasy League. Make sure you do that. Sausage sarnies all round. Oh, I love a sausage sandwich, mate. It's an absolute sausage fest in here tonight, by the way. It's not a single lady in the live chat. There's a true house of sausage this evening here, guys. Crikey. No Luan, France. It's just a complete sausage fest up in here. You're nervous for Monday? Rightfully so, but, you know, they've got a new coach. I think it's strange that they sacked their manager like a week out from that game. I'm feeling confident we'll drop them up, lad. Come on, United. We'll do a preview for that game Sunday night, by the way, so come and hang out with us Sunday night. Guys, we're 1 subscriber away from 73,000 subscribers. Just one person. Who's going to hit the subscribe and be number 73,000? Hit the subscribe if you're new. We could do it during this show. That would be epic. We're 1 subscriber away. This new added time bollocks this season. God knows the hoop, man, mate. Fucking God knows, mate. So looking forward to Monday, says Eamon Barrett. We'll see how it works. Kane looks like a Bond baddie in that car. You're eating a McDonald's sausage McGriddles now. Yummy. Dude, I've not had that. Anybody come to Singapore? Not had that before, Auntie. Sounds raw, lad. I had bangers and mash for my tea. Beautiful. I had picky bits for dinner. What's happened with Benzema? My sister's over at the moment, and we had some, like, nibbly bits. We call them nibbly bits down here, but a lot of people call them picky bits. You know, stuff like cocktail sausages and little mini pork pies and a bit of potato salad and slices of pizza and shit like that. I actually went to town. So, yeah, not the best. We did it! We just did it! Get in! We did it! 73k! Come on! Get in there, you legends! Yes, baby! Let's go! Baby, we did it! Break out the red panties! It's red panty night! The live chat's got us 73,004 subscribers, baby! 3 people died getting 73,000 subscribers on this channel, you know. That's immense, guys. Thank you, every single one of you legends, new and old, who are subscribed to this channel. Appreciate you getting involved with us. We're on here daily giving you the latest United news in a no bullshit way, and we cover all the goings on at the club. We do all the watch alongs for the games, and we cover all the latest transfer news, etc. So you've done the right thing by subscribing. Keep hitting the like button and smash the old bell icon so you get notified when we post, which is every day. We stream around about 3 or 4 in the afternoon with the daily update of the transfer news, and in the evening around about 10 p.m. We don't do overkill on this channel. We don't pump out 6 clickbait guff videos a day. Just for the sake of it, to get the clicks in and get the money in, mate. It's not what we do. We cover the latest goings on in a no bullshit fashion in 2 concise shows. So hit the subscribe if you are new. Guys, thank you each and every one of you for getting these red panties in there. We have hit 73,000. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Ryan Wheeler. Thank you, everybody. Oh, yes. Slabby's not gone yet, but is expected this weekend, Dark Knight, lad. Yeah, the Ghostbusters painting melt bags of brace tonight. I know, Stoic Savage. Really gutted about that, lad. Well, he's just good, isn't he? He actually scored in like the 4th minute. You could just see it coming. He's a good player. He's a good finisher. He's a good goal scorer. Sadly, they have got themselves a heck of a player there. Getting close to that 100k pig. Hey, you never know, Hoop Man. You never know when that's going to happen, mate. Might be a long time. 75k subscribers by the end of Christmas. Let's go, Duke of Rodtown. Come on. Congratulations, you deserve it. 100k, here we come. Thank you, Sean Hockridge, bro. Let's be having you, lad. Thank you, B. Bailey, for subscribing to the channel. You know it makes sense. Thank you, B. Tommy Boyle, let's go. Thank you very much, Simon, lad. No wonder people subscribe. Oh, thank you, Simon, lad. Get in there. Summary for the late arrival, Ryan Wheeler. We're waiting to sign Sofian Amrabat. We're going in for a bid now. Fred and Donny have been sacked off. Essentially, Donny's almost going to be joining Real Sociedad, and Fred has been confirmed as going. We are close to selling Maguire to West Ham. That's expected it's going to be confirmed over the weekend. When we do, we'll go in probably for Pavard or Todibo. We scouted Todibo tonight. That's looking raw. Kane's had his first part of his medical over at Bayern München. And also Liverpool are in the shit because Moises Caicedo's pied him off and decided he wants to go to Chelsea. Get in there. That's basically the big summary. Thank you very much, Joseph Sabera says congrats on 73k. Thank you so much, man. Much love, much love. 100k melters, let's go. Tactician Tom, how you doing there, Tactician Tom? He says Kane would have been a terrible signing for United. Reset has finally been hit at United. You what? No, I mentioned to the chat actually that we had very opposing opinions on this situation. Obviously, you think that he's obviously a bit older. He would cost a lot of money. We would lose him in a few years' time for no money. But he could actually be the difference to firing us to the title in the short term. But it is a short-term, short-minded signing, I'll give you that. And Rasmus Højlund is the opposite end of the spectrum, where he's like a young, up-and-coming player who's literally 20 and has a different style, which is perhaps more befitting to what Ten Hag's trying to do with a pressing from the front sort of idea. So I understand, but also I would have absolutely loved if Harry Kane came to United. He's just an absolute baller. Get in there. Boomy says, beautiful, congrats, 73k, thank you so much. Caicedo said no. As Ruben Neves, Pedro left Wolves. You what, Ruben Neves? What? Ruben Neves did, lad. He went to Saudi, didn't he? Congrats to 100k. Get in there. Thank you, Gattuso. I don't have 100k, mate. I got 73k, but I have just hit 73k. I'll be doing all sorts, Ken. I'll just be covering all the latest United news. We'll have previews. We'll have debate shows. We'll have all sorts going on, mate. It's going to be raw. Thank you, Jason Richards. K-Cadet, thank you for the £2.73 super chat there, mate. He says 73p bonus for this monumental achievement, Joe. Thank you so much, K-Cadet. You are one of the OGs, been here for years. Thank you so much to K-Cadet and everyone else. We've hit 73,000 subs. That's immense. Thank you to K-Cadet and everybody else who subscribed. And thank you very much for the super chat. 73p bonus for the monumental achievement. Get in there, you beautiful man. Thank you to K-Cadet, you absolute legend. Much love to you, sir. I hope you're having a great evening. Have a wonderful weekend, you beauty. We will debate in a little over 2 weeks, and I'll wipe the floor with you again, says Tactician Tom. Why does that have to be a competition, mate? Do you know what I mean? Why do you have to come at me with that sort of sour mentality? Do you know what I mean? There's no need for that. So my brother's coming back to England in a couple of weeks' time because his mate's getting married. And he's coming back, and he says he's going to wipe the floor with me, mate. There's no need for that, is there? Let's have a friendly discussion, yeah? Croco1, get in there. Paul Anderson, Joseph Sobera, all the legends who've just subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rajat. Oh, goodness knows, Palmaris. Let's aim for like 80,000, mate. Let's aim for 80,000. And if we can get near that, we'll be doing all right, won't we? Arm wrestle to settle it, Pigo. You know what, the Hoop Man, I must say, listen, I've been on a diet crash course over the last year. I've lost a lot of my manly strength just because I have. I've been limiting my calories and I've lost 8 stone nearly, right? And I've lost a lot of my strength, mate. I'm not too proud to admit it. I gave my brother an arm wrestle when he was here last month. And I'm not too proud to say that he done me, you know? He's done me. And I used to be an absolute arm wrestling beast. I used to do him all the time. But I've lost a lot of strength. I have. I've lost a lot of strength where I've lost a lot of weight and I haven't been doing anything. I've definitely lost some muscles, all I'm saying. Boy Wonder, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. He says, thoughts on all the Devil promotion Manu is doing, says Boy Wonder. Well, you know, I think obviously they've just released that third kit, haven't they? So that's what's going on. We are called the Red Devils, you have to remember. They released the third kit, which takes the devil out of the badge and just puts the devil on the shirt. So that's what that's all about, Boy Wonder. You know, it kind of looks good on the shirt, to be fair. It does look like some sort of gashed Liverpool knockoff, the kit, but the actual devil logo looks really cool just on its own, I think. What do you reckon, guys? Yes or no for the devil? Yeah, you know it. Your strength is in your hairpin like Samson and Zlatan. My name is Zlatan, and I am Lion, my friend. Zlatan does not adhere to regular laws of human physics. Zlatan has the strength of 7 men. Gotta work that sausage, pig, says Palmaris. Thank you, Ryan Wheeler. Appreciate you, dude. Get in there, you beauty. Muscle beats fat. Exactly, Dead Rebel, 100%. I've lost a lot of fat and lost a lot of muscle. That's the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Red shorts, no thanks. Yes, definitely get in there, you beauties. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Kane rocking the devil looks decent. Yeah, Kane looks good in that, doesn't he? Love the devil says cake. Kit looks filth, as I said. It's a very nice looking kit. It is a nice kit. Once those Glazers shithouses are gone, I'm going to be purchasing that kit, but I will not get it until those Glazers shithouses are gone. Yeah, there you go, exactly, Boomy. Red Devil was always the mock name. What do you mean there, Mark-Ed lad? Zlatan does not eat sausages, says Gattuso. How do you know that? Is he vegan, is he? According to Zlatan, jungle sleep with lion. My name is Zlatan. I live in the Serengeti. I'm half human, half lion. Zlatan does not hear like regular human being. You like Qatar colours? You'll get stronger onwards and upwards. Thank you, Eamon. Yeah, I'm going to start working out at some point, mate. Once I've got the all clear. Once I do, then I'm going to be a beast, mate. I'm going to be a beast. I'm going to be putting my brother down like that in the old arm wrestling contest. Exactly, Dead Rebel, precisely. If you shaved, you could lose another stone, says Edward Reed. Oh, that's true, Apu. Yeah, got the devil on my leg, says Neil. Good shit, good shit. DH Gate until Glaze is gone. Thank you, Hoopman says, let's get 250 likes, guys. Thank you, everyone who's hit the like button. Yeah, continue to drop a thumbs up on it. Have a good one, Duke of Rodtown. I'm basically going to bring this stream to a close in a minute anyway, just reading a couple more comments. But thanks, everyone who's got in here tonight. My sister is over tonight, actually, so I better go pretty soon. Being slightly unsociable right now. But we've got a super chat here, though, and it's the first super chat, so it says, from Anthony Ong. But is it, though? I don't know. It's got a number 1 on it. Get in there, Anthony Ong, you long-time legend. Thank you so much. He says 73 to celebrate 73,000 subscribers. Piggy is a legend. Let's smash Wolves 5-0 on Monday. Rashi hat-trick and debut goal for Mount. Come on, you Reds. Anthony Ong, thanks for being a member so long, by the way, and thank you very much for that 573 SGD super chat there, you beauty. Come on. Get in there for Anthony Ong, everyone. Let's get some love in there for Anthony Ong. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much, Mr. Ong. What a lovely message, mate. And we're going to batter Wolves on Monday. Come on, Anthony. Get in there. Oh, yes. Well, there you go, Dark Knight. I know. It's crazy. Can teach your brother Pigger the language of feck ye. Oh, goodness knows. Anyway, right, guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up tonight. But thank you so much, everyone who's got involved. Great banter as always. Have a wonderful Friday night. I will be covering all of the latest transfer news over the weekend and reaction to the Premier League games and stuff like that. The opening game of the weekend. Looking forward to it. The Premier League is back, baby. Come on. Get in there, you legend. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. Thanks to all the members in green who support the channel and everybody else who gets in the chat and interacts. Thank you for all the moderators in blue who moderate the chat as well. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the thankless task that you do. Well, actually, I do thank you, but you know, it's unpaid volunteer work, essentially. So thank you so much, you legends. Cheers, the Hoop Man, Rushmano. Thanks for all the updates, you legend. Thank you, guys. That's it from me, and thank you so much. Thank you, Luke S, for subscribing. Thank you so much, everyone. Monday night, we're back for the game. Thank you, every single one of you legends, for being a part of the channel, and we have hit 73,000 subscribers. Buzzing about that. Let's go. Like, subscribe, comment. See you tomorrow for more updates and news. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for being a part of the channel tonight and talking to me and everyone else. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Shout out to all the legends on the stream here for getting in here. Big up yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend, and I shall see you tomorrow with the latest afternoon news. Sometime, I don't know when we'll be doing it actually. Sometime, because obviously the games are on, but sometime tomorrow we'll do a cheeky little news update in the day, and then in the evening around about 10 p.m. usual time as well. Thanks, guys. Bunch of legends. Have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow. Come back afterwards when this video is finished and have your say in the not live comment section about anything we've discussed. Cheers for getting in as always. God bless you all. 73,000, baby. Baby, we did it. We did it, guys. 73,000. Hey, yo, Adrian. I did it. We done it, guys. Cheers, everyone. Have a great night. See you later. Stay classy. Piggy loves you. And remember, when the seagulls follows the trawler. As this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.